When I left the industry in 2016, I remember kind of convincing myself, well, I'm getting older, they probably won't want to see me after a while. I need something else with longevity. And then when I came back in at 30, oh God, 37, 36, when I got back into the industry, it was all MILF stuff. So they did want to see me. And there were so many people that I had known way back when that were still in it and killing it. So you're right. That's especially with things like OnlyFans, there's kind of a market for everyone, even as you get older, even if you get pregnant, even if, like, there's so many niche markets within it that pay.
I also recently found out like gilf porn is very big in Japan.
Fantastic. That's where I'll go when I get older.
When I was in Japan, I found out that like apparently 70 and 80-year-old women, because Japan's population is aging, is very popular.
Fantastic. I will say some of my favorite porn is like the Japanese bus groping porn. I'm super into it. Like, I would love to go over there and do that kind of porn, but I don't know if they let like Westerners do it.
I'm pretty sure Melanie Marks was just doing stuff in Japan not too long ago. I've seen a bunch of stuff with Japanese kanji on her timeline, and that looked like she was in Japan. So
okay, so that's encouraging. I'll have to get in touch with her and see how she did it.
Yeah, and I may be able to get you indirectly in contact with someone. Like,
okay, sweet. Porn is so much about who you know and just who you get in front of and who sees you, and yeah, I would love that.
it would be really weirdly indirect. So at the time of recording on this Thursday, I'm dropping an episode with Jake Edelstein. I don't know if you know who that is. He's the author of Tokyo Vice.
Oh, cool.
He's an American expat that wrote for Japan's largest newspaper for 12 years, covering like crime and vice.
Yeah.
So he has a bunch of contacts in that world in Japan. And I got to have him on the show in the most random fashion possible.
Yeah.
While I was in Japan in December.
That's amazing.
So we actually talked a lot about like sex work and porn in Japan while he was on.
I bet that's fascinating too. I'm sure everybody else has heard it, but is it?
Oh, it drops this Thursday.
Oh, it drops this Thursday. So it's kind of a more like sexually repressed culture. Is that essentially?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So for full service sex work, everything is legal except vaginal penetration.
Interesting.
And pornography doesn't fall under prostitution laws like it does here.
Okay.
Like, it's just you have to blow the genitals. That is it. Otherwise, it's perfectly legal to make porn.
Sure. Okay.
On the flip side, during COVID, like when the government was handing out money, they weren't handing it out to any sex workers, even though it's perfectly legal to do.
And they technically were considered workers or contractors. Okay. Yeah.
If you are doing full service sex work and you break the law and have vaginal penetration, neither the worker nor the client can be charged. Only the brothel owner or a pimp can be charged.
Wow. Well, I mean, they're obviously doing vaginal penetration, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, come on.
Yeah, like behind closed doors, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Everyone's like kind of winking at it.
Well, but anal's legal. It's just vaginal penetration.
That is it. Is it like a reproduction thing?
It's one of those things. Jake didn't really have a good explanation for it. He's like, there's two things that are true in Japan. This is how we've always done it, or it's never been done. That's how Japan works.
Okay.
So this is just how we've always done it.
Just tradition.
Yeah.
You don't see in Japan.
Well, if you're paying for it. No, if you're
paying for it.
If you're paying for it, you can definitely see. It's just pixelated. Yeah. From what I understand, what someone else anecdotally told me, I met a comedian who does subtitling for porn in Japan.
Oh, fun.
I guess that's how he makes his living.
Yeah. Another connection.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But he's like, the pixelation exists because America put pressure on Japan when porn was actually illegal here.
Yeah.
To pixelate their pornography.
Oh, it's one of the most frustrating parts because I love so many different kinds of Japanese porn. Not necessarily like tentacle stuff or whatever, but I'm into a lot of it, and the pixelation definitely kills it for me, at least a little bit.
Definitely
brings down my girl boner.
Are you into Japanese girls, Japanese guys, both?
No, I've never fetishized any race. I have no, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always about like the person.
Well, I don't think it's that fetishization if you're like, I like that.
Sure, but it's not the race itself that has ever appealed to me about a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about usually the type of porn. So I find that in a lot of Japanese porn, it's very like female submissive, male dominant, or like male creepy. And I that's what I masturbate to. So um so it's more of that, and that's getting harder and harder to find in American porn because of the credit card rules and consent stuff. When it comes to like if the girl is like looking like, it's kind of tough for her, or, consensual non-consent, or sleeping, or,
Yeah.
those kind of fetishes that I have.
Which some of the stuff that MasterCard implemented, like I agree with. Like the mandatory IDs and 22.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, reinforce the consent, have the video consent,
Yeah.
have the 2257s. But if everyone's agreeing to it and we're all adults and there are no children or animals involved, then like, give me my porn.
Exactly. The only animal involved should be like, disgusting dudes. But
I thought you were going to say girls dressed up as cats, but I guess disgusting dudes is.
no. I've seen that musical. It's traumatizing. I want no part of it. Nothing would kill my erection faster.
Ugh, like a furry musical, terribly written. Yeah, I don't.
Honestly, I feel like we could do a porn parody of it and it would be done better.
Probably. I would die to do a musical porn parody. That would be I'm a musician. I sing. I did that in college. It's what I do otherwise. And I have been basically begging people to do a porn musical for me so I could be a Disney princess but sing about.
I'm pretty sure Leroy Myers did a couple of them while you were out.
Oh my gosh, he's so great too. I did like a Guardians of the Galaxy parody with him. I did a Mel Brooks photo shoot parody, and I was like Frankenstein's monster, and I had like the skull cat. It was not sexy, and it was so fucking hilarious. And the Strokemon Pokemon one, I was in that one too. But I loved their stuff. Just so funny and weird. It was great.
Steph and Leroy are the best. Like,
Yeah.
it really bums me out that they moved to Vegas shortly before I left Vegas.
Oh shoot, you just missed them. They're not shooting anymore, are they?
I honestly don't know. I know Leroy went up to Canada during the pandemic. I don't know if he's come back. I know Seth is still in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
There was a small window last year where I almost moved back to Vegas.
Yeah, that's where all the cool people are.
Well, I was there for an opportunity that ended up not being so cool.
Oh, yikes.
Working for a mainstream musician, so.
Oh, it wasn't a cool opportunity?
Oh, it was until it wasn't.
Fair.
Like, there's a reason, like, I almost, dropped everything and moved to Vegas. And then it lasted about a month. And I was let go as I was driving back to LA to get more of my stuff.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to hear it.
I'm not, because it could have been a lot worse.
Right.
I was 48 hours away from signing my lease in Vegas when I got let go.
Wow.
And thankfully, I didn't give my notice on this spot until like I was more confident that it was going to go forward.
Okay, good.
So I'd given my 1 month on this spot, got let go, and like immediately hit my landlord like, just kidding about that. Just kidding.
Yikes. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least there's so much of the industry in Vegas, but I mean, obviously LA has so much too.